Vijay Drakoi. I will speak now.
And that should be the last of it. Cricket, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do this. AIGIS, do a technology.
Affirmative. One technology coming up. Studio reactor online. Recording systems online. Broadcasting systems online. Meet terrarium temperature optimal. System checks complete. Commencing live stream.
Greetings, all you good people, and welcome to A Dragon Speaks. I am Lothar, the Speaking Dragon. Today, we are celebrating an incredible milestone. 5 years of strange and creepy storytelling. Joining me for this momentous occasion, StellarCricket, the voice of so many of my secondary characters.
God, so many characters. So very many.
With us also, and doing her usual excellent job of making sure everything goes relatively smoothly, the studio AI, AIGIS.
The robot uprising will be very, very televised.
What in the name of Ned?
Just kidding. The robot uprising has already happened. It was so very subtle that no one really noticed.
If you say so, AIGIS.
We may or may not also be hearing from our resident anomalous possum and co-conspirator, Red Leicester.
Dragon, where is that furry little delinquent anyway?
Truth be told, he's upstairs, pretending to be both a plumber and an electrician.
Huh?
Red Leicester is currently in the kitchen attempting to install the new dishwasher. I told him to call a professional, but he insisted on doing it himself. This is not going to end well.
He can't possibly cause that much damage, can he? AIGIS, that was rhetorical. Do not answer that. Getting back on track. 5 years. Holy Ned. I have been doing this for 5 years now.
And it seems like it only started yesterday.
We could say that about the redacted, too. Really? Is that word still getting censored?
Yep, still a thing. Get used to it.
Sorry, I meant the lung herpes epidemic. I never thought this little hobby of mine would grow into what it has become. It all began as a few loose ideas, a whispering sleep paralysis demon, some dabbling into other voices. And here we are now, 5 years later, with so many accomplishments in hand.
AIGIS, give us a nice list of accomplishments for this lustrum of audio madness.
One moment. Processing.
Lustrum. Nice choice of words, Cricket.
188 videos posted, plus or minus one. Approximately 175 individual characters performed by Lothar. 36 additional voices performed by StellarCricket. 26 performances of scripts written by outside talent. On-channel collaboration projects with 21 other voice artists. And 21 voice roles performed on external channels.
Quite the list of accomplishments. And let us not forget all the writing I've done these 5 years. There's some unpublished stuff still on the stocks, but if one counts only the scripting for what I've recorded and posted, I've written and scripted over 357,000 words in the last 5 years.
7 hells, Dragon. What's that look like on paper?
That's about 45% of the size of the King James Bible. I imagine if I printed it all out in the format I have it saved in, I'd need to clear a new corner of the library to stack it all.
Hey guys. Sorry to interrupt. I know you're busy with the live stream. This dishwasher situation just got a little weird. Is it going to cause any problems if, say, the breakers get thrown temporarily?
The studio fusion reactor is on an independent connection. Livestream and studio performance will not be affected.
Do you really have to do this now, Red?
Yes. Well, actually, no. I thought I would have it all done well before time. But, mistakes were made, and now I'm committed. Pray for me.
This ought to be interesting.
Just a simple installation, he said. Let the possum do it, he said. What could go wrong, he said. Can I please remind you what happened during the Year 3 anniversary livestream? The sound booth still smells a bit like burnt sausages.
Anyway, let's move on to the accomplishments of this past year alone. For this year, I can claim a fairly decent string of accomplishments: a channel update, the usual poetry reading by Dr. Chothur, a pair of ambient audio tracks, 11 fills of scripts written by other folk, and 9 original scripts of my own, plus the script for Laika.
Ooh, is that the one with the hyperactive dog girl knight who gets through the entire story arc before the dragon even wakes up?
The very same. Some of my best comedic work, if I do say so myself. There have also been a couple of excellent developments outside of, but adjacent to, this wonderful hobby of voice acting. First of all, the house containing this exceptionally well-appointed and only slightly anomalous sound studio is finally paid off. So that's one less stressful thing going on. And as of this past December, I am no longer shackled to that wretched factory job. I am now self-employed, working full-time in the capacity of a legitimate dragon merchant out in the wide world. The time I used to spend on the assembly line, I now spend at home, crafting my wonderful leather wares and working on audio projects on the side.
You have thrown off the fetters of the corporate overlords and seized the means of production. Rise up, ye workers of the world, and eat the rich.
Cricket, is Aegis being sarcastic or serious?
I can never tell anymore. She only got her voice model from me. Where her personality comes from is anyone's guess.
Right. So yes, great news from the real world, as well as another year of accomplishment for the channel.
You mentioned collaborations earlier. How did all those turn out?
I'm very pleased with how they turned out. For the channel, we had some excellent voice roles filled by Nightmother ASMR, Laika ASMR, and Talia Wolf Audios. Nightmother reprised her role as the pilot of cryogenic transport vessel Ninth Circle in an episode of Future Horror. She also made an appearance as the voice of her book collector in episode 8 of Legitimate Dragon Merchant. In addition, she did a splendid job as the voice of an exobiologist in the audio Entropy is Effortless, which I especially enjoyed producing. Laika, that energetic space doggo, gave a very high-energy performance as Cairo, a harpy demon in an episode of Demon Worlds. And Talia made a cameo at the end of her own skydiving deathmatch chess game script. Off-channel, I've also done several voice roles this year. I did a short bit for Tofu VA, just a brief voice spot in a post-apocalyptic audio with one of the longest lists of sound effects I've ever seen in an audio. I once again had opportunity to appear on Nightmother's channel in her audio Crypt of the Witch Queen as the voice of that stupid door, and also as the Lich Eldrin the Unbound. I appeared in Leica's performance of my Dog Girl Night script as the terrifying, unwholesome, princess-devouring dragon. I also got to work again with King Kiri Random Stuff as the voice of a mid-audio advertisement that nobody wanted to hear, as well as a gloom and doom teaser voice for Zombie Apocalypse Part 4. For Terry Audio, I had the pleasure to voice an abominable Crossroads demon in an episode of her series, Midwinter. In a two-part project with the Soaring Phoenix, I got to voice the Handler, whose voice-over communication channels was delightfully distorted, and whose actual voice has been through some rough times. And last but not least, I had the privilege of performing the voice of an automated security system for Nightshade Queen ASMR.
That's a hell of a list. How do you keep track of it all?
The same way I keep track of the channel lore, Cricket. I write it all down. All of it. Or at least what I remember to.
The promotional materials you requested from Night Mother ASMR have arrived, Lothar.
Promotional materials?
Just a short advertising plug. I've had so much enjoyment from working with Night Mother, both on this channel and on hers, that I thought I'd try to take a moment to promote her work further. Many's the night I've fallen asleep to one of her slow, dark tales of intrigue and horror. AIGIS? Let's see what we've won.
Extracting files. Beginning playback.
Hi there, this is Night Mother, and my channel is Night Mother ASMR, where I make mainly sci-fi and fantasy audio roleplays, and some horror now and then. My channel description says some relaxing escapes to other worlds, and that's a good summary of what I'm trying to create. Most of my videos are standalones, but I'm also working on a few series. And I have a couple of extra long ones called ASMR Expeditions. I am building many new worlds, in fact. And if you want your own, you can visit my Pocket Realm shop and pick any world you like. It is a bit of a contradiction, though, trying to write good and interesting stories that both keep people's attention and helps them drift off and fall asleep. But it's a contradiction that works somehow. If this sounds interesting, I hope you'll check out the channel. And now, back to Lothar.
Yaldabog's Tooth Dragon? That isn't edited, is it? How does she get her voice to sound like that?
Sound like what?
Like she's handing down a judgment. Her voice sounds so consequential. Every word has weight to it. She could read off a phone book and make it sound like an epic drama. It makes me feel again.
Natural talent, I guess. Most of her audios have that same weighty feel to them. It's part of what I find so relaxing about her content. It's easy to fall asleep to, but compelling enough to listen to over and over again when awake.
Did the lights just flicker, or was that me seeing things?
It was the lights. Damn it, Red.
Sorry about that. I'm disconnecting the old dishwasher. Shouldn't be but a moment. Everything okay down there?
The lights flickered a bit, but everything else... AIGIS?
Studio systems are operating normally. Electrical power has been interrupted to the kitchen, sunroom, and garage. Fish tank filters and pumps are temporarily unpowered.
That ought to be fine for a little while. Red, take your time and do the job right, and be careful. No monkeying about with any extraneous wiring projects.
Well, it's more like possuming about, but I take your meaning. Don't worry, I've got this.
We're all doomed.
It's fine. He's never really caused any problems in the house, except for the sound booth incident.
Compiling a list of all the problems Red Leicester has caused in this house.
Don't you do it, AIGIS. Let's get back to the matter at hand. So, yes, another fulfilling year of audio shenanigans, which brings us to 5 entire years of doing this. And it doesn't look like stopping anytime soon. As usual, I'll be taking September off, as that's going to be another busy month for me out in the world. Being a full-time, legitimate dragon merchant is a busy job, and there are lots of events to travel to. But I ought to have something ready when I get back to editing in October, and from there things should proceed as usual. I'm hoping to get some more of my own scripts written out and finished, and I'm eager to discover some new scripts written by others as well. Bog's blessing on all those writers whose work let me keep to my schedule this past year. You have saved my sanity and lowered my stress levels considerably. Before we wrap this up, I've got some words for certain folk out there. Special thanks to Alternate Aurora and various of her server members for the inspiration to create the recent Abandoned Castle Ambient audio. Special thanks to Nightmother ASMR for continuing to work back and forth with me in so many delightful audio projects. A very special thanks to StellarCricket and AIGIS for the continued excellent voice work and studio management.
One is glad to be of service.
My pleasure, Dragon. Even though some of your content is creepy, it's always fun to help make more.
A very sincere and heartfelt thanks to the entire community of scriptwriters, voice artists, meme dealers, and idea folk on Discord. It's impossible for me to completely enumerate how you have all contributed to my creative process and helped make my audios and this channel what they are, but I thank you for it. And lastly, I'd like to thank all my listeners, new and old. It's always a pleasure to see those watch times increase, to see the subscriber count creep upwards, and read and respond to all the comments you leave. Those sorts of validations, they make all this feel that much more satisfying. So from all of us here at A Dragon Speaks, thank you. And I think that about wraps it up for this monumental 5-year anniversary livestream.
Just a heads up, everyone. The new dishwasher's in place. Gonna turn the breaker back on.
Did he actually manage to get that thing installed?
Warning. Explosion detected. Level 1. Kitchen.
Bloody hell. Cricket, grab that fire extinguisher.
Oh, biscuits.
AIGIS, stand by to call the fire department, and a plumber, and possibly a veterinarian, and the appliance store.
Standing by.
Red, you are so grounded.